Hi, Deacon Burke-Sivers. My name is Shane. So glad to have you in our country and in our parish here. I've watched a couple of the videos. In one of your talks, I think you met a woman with her child after Mass, and you asked, "Where is your husband?" So the question is, what is your advice to families, for those that come to church without their fathers? I'd just like to hear your words on that. Thank you, Deacon.
Yeah. So, in my book, my first book, I shared the study. Scott Hahn and many others have also shared the same information. When a father goes to church with his family, it's over 70 to 75% that the children will stay in the church. The problem is, men think they don't need, well, that's a feminine thing, or that's a thing. That's garbage. Men don't know how to be men. See, here's the thing. That's why I wrote my book. The very first book I wrote was on the theology of Catholic male spirituality. What does it mean to be an authentically Catholic man? Our job as men is to do one thing, which is to die. Right? So, for example, the example I always use, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, be submissive to your husbands as to the Lord. Oh, we don't like that verse. Right? Because it sounds like, oh, no. That's the point that Paul is driving home. In fact, Peter uses it too in 1 Peter chapter 3. He uses the same exact language about being submissive, the same language as Paul. Because remember, Paul's the apostle to the Gentiles, Peter's the apostle to the Jews. They use the same language. The word in Greek is hupotasso. To submissive, it means, it's a military word, troops arranged in divisions that place themselves under the mission and direction of a leader who is typically a general. So what's St. Paul saying? Wives, place yourself under your husband's mission. What is his mission? Verse 25. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church. How did Christ show his love for the church? He died for her. He gave his life for her. So St. Paul is saying, women, place yourself under your husband's mission, because his mission is to die. Die to his pride, die to his selfishness, die to his lust, die to everything that separates himself from a deep relationship with Christ, so that he could be the head of that, because a man is the head of the family. There's no question, no doubt about that. Own it! We are the heads of our family. Why? Because we're the chief servant. Jesus says, who's God, who's the head of every. I have not come to be served, but to serve. The greatest among you is the least, is the servant of all. That applies to every man who's a father, including father. He's the father of this family. And he will be held accountable for how he fathered this family at St. Joseph. I'm going to be held accountable for how I fathered my own family. So my wife is a psychologist. She's brilliant. And sometimes we can't make decisions together. So she goes, you make it. Now, why does she do that? Does she like, well, I'm just a weak woman. I can't make decisions without my... No. The reason why she puts herself under my authority. Why? Because she knows that whatever decision I make is going to be in her best interest and the best interest of the children, not my own. Jesus shows us the model for male leadership. Headship, leadership, and authority is rooted in service. We are the heads because we are the chief servants. You need to see yourself as a man from the cross. You need to see yourself up there as a man. Die to yourself every day. Jesus died for his bride, the church. You die for your bride. Father dies for his bride. He's in persona Christi. He's in person of Christ. We're the bride. He's serving us. So a lot of men don't understand that. They say, oh, hit it and quit it. Or, that's the way my father was. And it's just, that's the way our culture is. Really, the teachings of Jesus Christ transcend culture. Well, you don't understand our culture. We just have a culture of promiscuity. Oh, so you're going to use that excuse when you stand before God? Well, Jesus, you don't understand Hispanic culture. You don't understand Samoan culture. You don't understand, Papua New Guinean culture. You don't understand our culture. This is the way men are. Jesus said, no, you have the word of God. I told you what men are supposed to be like. So you're going to follow Jesus, or you're going to follow the culture? Jesus transcends culture. Jesus didn't come so his teachings could be changed by the culture. Jesus came to transform the culture with his truth. That's what we meant. That's why I spent a lot of time talking to men. I kick these guys and when I talk to men, I speak firmly and directly. I don't mess around. Firmly, men need to be challenged. Men need to be pushed. And when they start living their spirituality as men, then the women say, okay, now I can relax and really be the woman God called me to be, because now I don't have to try to be a man because he's not stepping up. When he steps up, the woman says, okay, I can do my thing now. I can be fully woman, fully feminine, fully who God created me to be as a woman, because he's doing his job as a man. See what I'm saying? That's the key.